Hey, what's up everybody? This is your favorite homeboy, and today we are bringing you a Pocono update number 3, or maybe number 4, kind of lost track. But if you want to see our other Pocono updates, feel free to check out the box up here on the left. Also look in the comment section or the description, and we'll post our videos, past Pocono updates there. But the reason why we do this series is we just want to update you on how our vacation rental business is going. We've been doing this for just over about 2 years, right?
Yep.
And
first home.
for the first home, 2 years, then we got 2 more, so we got 3 homes now in the Poconos, and we just want to share with you some lessons learned and some of the strategies that we're doing, so hopefully you can take away some value from this video. So don't forget to subscribe if you got a vacation rental, and give us a thumbs up if you like what we're doing here. If you have any questions, put it in the comments below. We'll be sure to answer it in the next video. Well, the first thing we want to talk about is processes that we started. One of the biggest change we've made is a post-checkout.
Yeah, post-checkout, pre-check-in.
Pre-check-in walkthrough. Why did we implement that? What changes did we make there?
Well, we just wanted to make sure that since we're not there ourselves and can't really look at the house, we want to make sure the house is in good condition for the guests when they arrive and there aren't any surprises. We've had some complaints of cleaning issues, and so we just felt it was important to have someone who's working, you know, for us to walk through before the guest gets there to make sure everything is good.
Yeah, so we decided to hire someone who is independent of the cleaning company, independent of the construction side of things, gives us additional eyes and ears for us right after the checkout and right before the check-in. And that's been really helpful because they can QC everything. And if there's something small, instead of calling someone back, which sometimes you don't have the time to do,
right,
they can simply take care of it themselves. And so it's been really cool because by doing that, I think we're going to have a better customer experience. I know some people who are self-managing their vacation rentals, like my brother, and he's got to do it himself. Like, he's got to physically go in there before and after, and it's a good concept. But if you can really hire it out, I think that's the way to go, because that'll free up your time, and pay them like per hour, or pay them per visit or something like that. So that's one thing we're doing to try to fire ourselves in that position and automate it.
Yeah, and coming up is we'll probably we don't have the data yet, but we are tracking to see if really if it's about the same in terms of cost, or if it's actually a money saver to have someone do this, and we get a better experience too. Another thing we're really trying to do is wean ourselves away from the major platforms like AirBNB and VRBO. You've been having a pretty bad experience with them, haven't you? Well, not with Verbo per se, but with Airbnb, it seems like they're very guest. I guess they're on the guest side a lot, especially when there's damages to your properties. They make it really hard for hosts to recoup the damages that the guest has caused on your property. I mean, you've got to be very specific, very detail-oriented in your invoices. And I mean, this guest, I guess, left maybe at the end of February, and I'm still trying to recoup the money from the extra cleaning that we had to do for the guest.
It's like you submit something and they're like, hey, can you submit this? And you're like, I already did. You have to submit it again.
Yeah, they close it out because they think it's resolved when it hasn't been. It's just really not been a good process. Not a good experience with Airbnb.
Bottom line is we want to wean our independence from them, maybe keep our bookings to like less than 50% from them and the other 50% from direct bookings.
If we can, we're definitely in the baby stages still.
In the baby stage, one thing we're trying to do is increase our presence on social media. So we hired Chloe Louie, Instagram extraordinaire, to do Instagram posts. And we said, hey, do you want to get paid per post, or do you want to get paid by commission? She chose commission, so she has a built-in incentive to Instagram post some Instagram stuff. So check out her Instagram page.
And follow her.
Follow her, give her a shout out. I think it's called Instagram.com/Poconos, Great Pyrenees, Berkshire, and Khaki Campbell. Yeah. We'll post those links in the description, so please check it out. Let her know we sent her over to you, to her. She'll be very, very happy.
She's our 15-year-old daughter, and she's worked very hard.
Say hi to Al, our niece, for visiting. Hello, YouTube.
Future YouTube star.
And future vacation rental team member. So there's Chloe doing the Instagram. Hopefully we get some new bookings through that. If you're watching, book through Instagram. That'll help her out because she hasn't been paid yet. And then the other thing we've been doing, we've been getting lots of work orders.
Yeah.
And because like the government likes to take all of our profits, we're like, yo, since the taxes are going to go up, you know, why not just spend the revenue, invest in the home? So that's what we're going to do this year, which is generating a ton of work orders. And because we're generating a ton of work orders, it's becoming harder and harder to manage. So we've kind of revamped our work order process. Some of the things we're doing different here is we've recruited Joshua Louie, work order extraordinaire in the back there. And also Chloe. Chloe has a second job now. And they are managing some of the work orders, sending them out to the vendors and then closing them out for us.
Yep.
I'm really doing the follow-up since, you know, it kind of needs me to step in to do some follow-up. But it's been helpful because we've been able to assign a work order to every job so that, you know, if we have like 30 jobs we're managing and one comes in, we can close it out instead of, oh, this job is grouped in with this job and that. So we've been creating a work order for every single job. That way when an invoice comes in, there's a work order number, and it just makes everything a lot easier to manage, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We were kind of getting behind on our work orders because we were kind of lumping in. It was hard to track because if you don't have, like, if you're not closing them out actively, then you don't really know if they're closed out or not. And then it's kind of bit us before, you know, come back to bite us before. So this is definitely a better process that makes it much easier to track, and now we're tracking it with photos as well. So yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and so we're also able to now kind of spread out to try to work with multiple vendors because we don't want to overwhelm one vendor, like, you know, have one vendor with like 10 jobs. It just feels like maybe we might be holding them hostage and them taking a lot of, you know, it's hard to do things at the same time. Yeah, they can get it done, but can they do it at the same time? Well, most companies don't have the resources to do multiple projects at the same time. So we are able to branch out to multiple vendors with this work order system. And we're using a software called Propertyware, which I use for my property management business. So here's a plug for my property management business. We manage properties in Virginia, Maryland, DC, and Texas. Long-term rentals, not short-term rentals. So if you know anyone who's interested in being an investor in those markets, let me know and we can help them. Full service company there. Okay, now back to the vacation rental stuff. I want to end with any issues that we've been having that maybe the viewers can take away, any lessons learned. What was any challenges that we've had in the past few weeks?
The biggest one that comes up to mind is arcade system that we bought for our house, the Khaki Campbell. It's like our thing that sets us apart from other houses. The big arcade system with thousands of games on it. Well, it just went out because apparently there was some sort of update that the computer was making and we weren't able to. Anyway, it put us out because we had a guest who was booked just for that arcade system, and then she found out sort of a week before.
Which is good and bad because it's like, is this arcade system really going to draw people in? And apparently it drew someone in, so that's a good thing. But the bad thing is if everything is dependent on the arcade system and it goes out, then that's what happened to us.
Right. What we kind of learned from it is that we're going to try to back up the system so that if this happens again, at least we have a backup that we can fall upon. Also, we kind of let them know a little late. I mean, we couldn't really let them know any earlier, but anyway, we should let people know as soon as possible when we find it, and during the daytime, because I kind of sent out the message like late at night, and she got it really late, so it didn't look that great. So I learned that I should send out the notifications during the day and as soon as possible, so that we can address it.
So takeaway there for you is something goes wrong, address it right away, and let them know right away. Bad news doesn't get better over time.
Yeah.
But also another thing we did, which was cool, is we tried to make it up. So we were like, hey, we'll provide you these additional games. We bought some additional games. We got them Disney Plus.
Some life-size, you know, Jenga and life-size Connect 4 games that are fun. They're fun for everyone to play with.
And the thing to also keep in mind is when something goes out like an amenity like that, it doesn't mean you should automatically return the booking and like, okay, here's your full refund back. Because the contracts say that, you know, things go out and we can't prevent that, but we'll try our best to make it up to them, which we did. And that will help them to want to work with you versus just, you know, give me my money back, I don't want to work with you. At least to try to work with you. So, you know, it is a business for you, and of course the hotel or the accommodation, it's still there. It's, you know, it's like when I rent a hotel, you know, and I don't get the club lounge anymore at Sheraton, or I don't get to use the pool because of COVID, you know, I don't ask for my full refund, I still get to stay there, and I just try to make the best of it, right? Mm-hmm. One other thing I forgot to mention, we had to pause the video because we were going down a steep incline. I didn't want to bust my face on camera. Okay, I can hold it. You want to bust your face on camera for me, Nolan? This is my other nephew. Say hi to the subscribers. What's up? All right. So the other thing I want to mention is we're going to do a mural. Welcome to the Poconos on every single house. A huge, what we're going to call an Instagram wall, and each mural is going to be custom to the theme of the home, whether it's Great Pyrenees or the Khaki Campbell or the Berkshire. So that's going to be really cool, kind of like another social media push where people can take a picture by the Instagram wall and Instagram it, and hopefully tag us, right?
Oh, it's going to be great. We're working with a local artist. Her name is Maggie.
Oh yeah.
And she's out of Jim Thorpe.
Good referral.
She's awesome. She's been great. She's been really easy to work with, and she's a great artist. We're really excited to see what she's got.
Yeah. So back to our last topic, which is how do we come up with a target market, right? Who is our ideal client that we want to target? Well, we don't want to target the partiers. We want to target the families. So one of the ways we've done that is we've bought Disney Plus for our properties, come up with more fun games, and we're looking for more ideas, really. That's why I'm kind of reaching out to you. I'm kind of reaching out to my subscribers, like how can we target families? What can we do to the property as far as amenity wise so that more families would consider booking and take up our spots instead of all the partiers, because a partier is like 10 times more work.
Yeah.
So even if you charge a premium, you're dealing with a lot more headache, and we'd rather not have that premium.
Right.
And
a lot
have
of added stress.
A lot of added stress. Stresses your systems, stresses your wife. So
you don't want to do that.
leave a comment below. What can we do? You know, we talked about maybe like what, providing
I mean, we talked to some friends and
maybe?
they're like, yeah, maybe you should provide a crib or a pack and play or something. I think probably we would go with the crib. We want some kind of solid furniture. Pack and plays we've tried that. People don't really take care of the pack and play very much, very well. So we're still playing with the idea of how to integrate this. So yeah, we'd love to hear from you if you have any great ideas.
Yeah, what does the winner get? I don't know, you get to be mentioned in the next video. So we're out here in California doing this awesome hike with my brother-in-law's family. As you can see, it's beautiful out here. Hey, if you're from California, drop a comment below, let me know where you're at. We're actually leaving tomorrow though. We're gonna go to Mammoth to go skiing. And then, yeah, spring skiing should be pretty warm. But really enjoy doing these videos. If you like what you see, please subscribe. And we're gonna be in the Poconos in June, so let us know if you're there and maybe we can link up. All right, this is Edward and Autumn, and we'll see you in the next video. It's your favorite homeboy signing out.
See ya.